Okay, perfect. We are back at Who's at the Gates. What's up, Gators? We are doing a filler episode, which our goal is to start uploading these episodes on a Saturday, where we're doing memorable moments from season one. This one, from the first episode, we're taking two scenes that centers around Dani and going with that. Before we get into it, Diana, did you have anything you want to say?
No, I just hope that the viewers enjoy this episode. It's a little different from what we normally do, so please let us know what you think.
Always, please put it in the comments section, regardless, good, bad, indifferent. We love comments, we love likes, and all that other good stuff. It helps with the algorithm. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Hayley are booking the country club for their wedding. Set Dani off again.
Okay. For this scene, or better yet, Dan, I'll let you have it.
No, you love this scene.
Well, the reason I love this scene is because it is our first introduction to Dani and her life. Clearly, she's going through a lot. Now, before this scene, there was a scene with Anita and Nicole talking about this whole blow up of Bill leaving Dani for a younger woman. Not just any woman, the woman who is, or was, I should say, not his, the woman who was best friends with Dani's daughter, Naomi, because that is how Hayley met. Bill was through Naomi and met Dani. So Dani almost looked at Hayley as a daughter to a certain degree because she was very close to Naomi and around Naomi's age. That where everything that's going on with her marriage blowing up in this moment and then introducing Dani throwing mugs at the wall, I think was really good. Very dramatic because, soap operas, they have to be dramatic. And I like this introduction to Dani. And that's why I was like, let's just make this memorable moment from season one, this particular episode, about how we met Dani and what she was going through. So, okay, Diana, tossing it to you.
Yeah, I almost wish that we watched a little bit of that scene beforehand with Nicole and Anita. I think the thing about Dani and how they set her up is that it's almost patronizing in a way. Like, she's too emotional, she made mistakes, she's impulsive, we worry about her. When you have this like cool and composed good daughter, right? You have Nicole, who's just like sitting pretty and being like, I'm a therapist. And you know,
she
like,
had the perfect marriage at the time too.
Correct, right? The perfect daughter, perfect everything. Like, that is just her personality. That's what the writers gave her. And you have Dani, who's just like, like so fiery, so just full of emotion, wears it on her sleeve, and it's almost like they talk down about it. So this, this is a very good introduction to Dani just because of how they speak about her before the scene and then how she's reacting, which I think is justified. When you told me to watch this show, you were kind of like, I need Dani to pick it up. I remember messaging you and saying, I'm team Dani all the way. Like, what do you mean she needs to rein it in? I'm just like, she's doing too little. She should have stabbed that man. Like, she should have done so much more damage. And in the long run, spoilers, everybody, but it would have helped Bill. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Well,
Dani's not the one to be worried about here.
From my end, when I started watching the show, I understood like the whole throwing the mug thing. I get it. The next scene that we're about to go to, I get it. My thing is that after a while, because I think we were like, what, 30, 40 episodes in, and she was still just, Bill, Bill, Bill. I'm like, okay, girl, now look. Clearly this man isn't coming back. So we need to pull it together and move on.
I think I remember talking to you about that, and it was like the wedding, and I'm like, what is she supposed to do? You know, like that weird power struggle. I'm just like, she is justified. She did not take it far enough, as far as I'm concerned. She acted very demurely. She acted respectably. I think Dani is in control of her emotions, no matter what else everybody else, whatever her family says. I would go to Dani for advice over Nicole any day of the week. I'll just tell you that much.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and move to this last scene of this episode and get there. So 3409. And this is when Vanessa has told the family, because the Dupree family is at the club in Fairmont Crest. And Vanessa's like, oh, yeah, now I can tell you that the deal is over. Hayley's bought a home in Fairmont Crest. Hayley and Bill have bought a home in Fairmont Crest together. The daddy's like, wait, huh? So let's go ahead. And I'm going to take Ashley back to number 3407, and do that. And then Vanessa's like, okay, I got a dip. Here we go.
But I really have to go. I don't believe this. They're moving in and I'm just supposed to lie down for this? I'm done being disrespected. Done.
Baby, now.
You have a hell of a lot of nerve. Getting married at the country club is disrespectful enough. But then you and Bill leave. It's one day. To move into this community? Expect me to live down the way from my cheating ex-husband and his piece of trash new wife while you all go on about your merry business, having no consequences for what you did?
Okay, Dani.
No. That will not happen.
Dani. You're upset. I get that. Let's not do this here.
Shut up! I'm talking. You could have stopped this, Hayley. You could have dug way down for a shred of decency and told Bill that buying here was not only a terrible idea, it was heartless. You could have told him that the two of you had inflicted enough damage. And you could have stayed in the home that Bill bought when he left, or moved to another community. But you went along with living in Fairmont. Who knows? Maybe it was your idea. Well, let me be the first to give you a housewarming present.
Welcome to Fairmont Crest.
I would have paid $1 million to read that line.
I am like, we can say that Hayley did deserve that.
Yeah.
And
we're not
advocating for violence over here on this channel. Of course, we want people to be civilized and handle things accordingly. I think there was this thing back many years ago during the stand-up that Chris Rock did when he was talking about certain things. And Chris Rock was always saying, he would basically say, I'm not saying that it's right, but I understand.
Listen,
This
sometimes
is
you
the
have to
same.
get.
This is the same energy. I'm not saying that it's right, what Danny did, but I understand. Because yeah, that was a bridge too far. When you move your new wife that you cheated with into the same neighborhood as your ex-wife, pretty much almost down the street. Yeah, that ain't it. Tossing it to you, Diana.
I mean, she did everything right. I don't know. I advocate for violence. Sometimes you just need a folding chair just to get something done. Again, I would have paid $1 million to read that line. Welcome to Fairmont Crest, and then just turn around. Cat's walk. I think I told you. Loved her walk at the end. I think, so good, so full of attitude. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna walk back a little bit of what I said, the whole situation. Like, I do, a lot of this fault lies with Bill. And in the beginning, I didn't think she had enough smoke for Hayley or for Bill. Though Hayley did deserve it because she's like, oh, I'm your daughter's best friend, yada yada yada. I do like that Dani was basically telling Hayley, like, you also have a responsibility here. You can't just be a passive person in this relationship and just let things happen, right? She could have stopped Bill if she really wanted to. She probably could have been like, no, let's just stay in this home or let's go to a different community. I don't care. I'm sure Bill would have been like, baby, don't let them scare you off. You did nothing wrong. We have a love for each other, or whatever he says. Like, get into bed. Do what you do best. Get into bed. Whatever, and it's just like, no, she has a responsibility to do something. I do think that the reactions of the family say a lot, which is like Martin and Vernon kind of almost like, I don't know how to say cowering, but like Martin couldn't even look her in the eye. I would have just stared her down. One last thing is, yeah, I would have spread this gossip before they even left the parking lot. I would have been if I was eating dinner there, I'd have been texting the HOA, like, can you please send out a newsletter?
Oh yeah. No, like I said, with Hayley, she deserved a lot of the backlash that she got because that was a messed up situation. And like I said, during this first episode with Beyond the Gates, it was really mostly about Dani. I mean, you received the introduction, like you heard Chelsea and Kat talking about how they're ready to launch the purse line, but then Chelsea at that time wasn't ready to leave Dani because Dani was the manager of Chelsea at the time Chelsea was modeling. And then obviously with everything that just happened with Bill, Chelsea didn't want to pile on. And you'll see that for those who haven't watched season one or have watched season one, you remember during the first few episodes, that's why Chelsea took so long, because she didn't want to appear as another person leaving her mother and doing that. So yeah, this was really centered around Dani, this first episode. You received introduction to everyone else, but this was the Dani episode, as far as I'm concerned.
It was. I mean, we did unfortunately have to see some Ashley Derek scenes, and I was like, we did not. We did. You know what? We didn't need any of that. Like, none of that was needed. I think that if I am remembering correctly, like the Jacob Naomi scenes, like definitely a different couple than they are now. But I think even that the conversation is mostly around Hayley, right? And like the betrayal and how Dani is doing. Like, everybody just thinks that Dani's like this fragile flower. And for a while she was, right? She was spiraling in the first few episodes. But I don't know, you just gotta let it out. You just gotta let it out sometimes.
Oh goodness. Well, I am so understanding of Dani's situation because it was crazy. All right, this again, season 1 memorable moments. We're looking to cover these now, and the goal is to upload these on Saturdays because we are looking to give you as much content as we possibly can. We love this show, and obviously the show has its down periods with certain things and whatnot, but overall, I've watched the show faithfully. I've seen every episode of the show. I will continue to watch the show faithfully, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent episodes, just because I'm invested now. So as long as they're willing to keep Beyond the Gates on the air, I will continue watching it. Diana, do you have anything closing out?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed watching the beginnings of this. It's been over 270 episodes. So it's good to see where everything started and where it is now. If there are any moments that y'all like or want us to review, please let us know. We are very much willing to go back to older episodes and talk about it.
Yep. I'm just loving this. Everyone, definitely, if you ever have any comments, let us know what you think about these episodes. Let us know what you think about the characters as well. Like, share, subscribes, all that stuff. It helps us with the algorithm and gets the message out. And the more people we can get watching Beyond the Gates, the better, because it's longevity for everybody that way too. And we might get some new characters because secretly I'm ready for about 2 new characters to come on the show, but that's just me. Anyways, thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. Until next time, have a very, very awesome whatever day you are watching this.
All right, bye.